We join Dion Chang this week in our Flux Trends commentary to uncover the latest functional trends and insights into the age-old relationship between form and function.
I think during the recession, it blurred very, very much so, because I think people's value systems changed completely during the recession, and people wanted a lot more value for what they were getting. And as a result, we're starting to see the emergence of more functional design, which is still beautiful, rather than flashy gadgets. And I think we all have cell phones or laptops that have apps and applications and things that we don't even know are there or don't even use. So you're starting to see a simplification of that. And one of the first countries that started doing that was Korea, who produce a lot of the world's appliances. They started producing appliances that were going to cost them less just because of production costs, but they found that people responded to the simplification of those designs. So people want that simplification, but they want it beautiful. I think the flight to quality has really affected design cycles, because I think we got on a treadmill of buying a lot of disposable items very frequently, and now we're shopping less often but looking for better quality and more timeless design. So when your buying cycles slow down, your production and your design cycle starts slowing down as well. And when a big international label like Yves Saint Laurent launches something called Edition 24, which is a seasonless design collection, that really starts shaking industries like the fashion industry, who rely on quick fixes every 6 months. And I think it's very, very significant to note that these kind of shops, there's a shop called COS in Europe, which is exactly that. It's about more quality and just more timeless design. I think the eco trend as well as the recession both had an incredible impact on design. In terms of recession, people wanted better value, better design products, but they wanted to pay less for them. In terms of the eco trend, that really merged very nicely with this recession, people were made much more aware of their consumption habits, and they didn't want to consume things that were wasteful or that would poison the earth. So you started seeing fantastic concepts like cradle to cradle or closed design systems emerge, which were about resourcefulness. Closed design cycles was really born of a need from the recession, as well as a good eco need. So for example, a building will be deconstructed instead of demolished. It's trying to use the functionality of your raw materials or whatever materials you use right to its end, so you don't have to add new materials into it or reinvent things. So it also went into a fantastic co-op type mentality. So you started seeing communities who would, instead of just demolishing an old building, they would take all the fixtures out of it, they would resell it, and the sales from the retail of those things would go back into that community. And that's very much a closed design system, or a cradle-to-cradle system for those window frames, door frames, whatever that could be used again and again and again. Form or function, it's always been a huge debate in all design circles, and I think throughout history there's been an ebb and flow of both. You've seen real stark minimalism to incredible opulence. I think where we're going to go with this really is a fusion of the two, but with technology you're going to start finding newer ways to do things that people are comfortable with. It's incredible how the more we go into the 21st century, the more we're looking at old school concepts. So for example, you now have digital photo frames. So instead of just storing your photographs either on your laptop or in photographs that don't come out, it can be displayed as well. Another example is on Facebook. You can send your granny a snail mail postcard because she's not on Facebook, but her granddaughters can send one, and those kind of applications between the old world and the new world are merging together.